Hey, yo, what's up, Investor Z? Nah, I missed a long. I missed it. I wasn't even in front of my desk when it happened. I didn't expect for it to. I didn't expect for it to push like this. I guess all these equal highs. I guess I should have known. I guess I should have known. You said you was scared. You didn't get into it. Well, I got in short, and yeah, the position that didn't last too long. I got in short at the highs, thinking that we was going to see another rejection, and we did not see another rejection. So we did not see another rejection. But look at the ES. I saw this earlier and I was like, wow. Don't ever let nobody tell you that chart geometry does not work. Look how the market traded in this range. The bears try to break out of it, and now the market is literally trading against it. They reject it, and now look where price is trying to come back, trying to come right back into that channel with the ES and Nasdaq. And the Nasdaq, you see the market is still using that trend line to push higher. Boy, who would have known that that position that was in from earlier would have pushed up that high? Who would have known? Yeah, what's up, Santiago? Mm, damn, damn. Mm, mm. Wow, it's confirmed. Huh? No wonder why we got this big push higher. That's hitting the fib level. Shit, the market has already man, this thing could potentially continue to go higher. This thing pushed past the 300%. This thing has made more than a 300% move. This thing can go higher potentially. Uh, hmm. I usually don't see more than a 300% move, but here we are. Mm. I mean, I probably won't even have to use. I never used none of this. Oh no, this account is blown. No, no. Oh my, no. Oh no. 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 What the frick, Gold? Man. No, I think the Tradify account renews today. I think I'll have it tomorrow. What the fuck, Gold? All right, Gold. You know what? Fine. Fine, 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 fine. 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 Hmm. If quantitative easing has been confirmed, this market is going higher. There's no way that this market shorts. This is what the market has been wanting for so long. This is it. This is what the market wants. The market has been throwing a tantrum ever since we had the negative interest rates. This is what they want. And now that we're getting more quantitative easing, a less restrictive monetary policy, I think this is what they want. So the market is going to go higher. You know that we buy the rumor and we sell the news. We buy the rumor and we sell the news. My God, Gold. I mean, damn, dude. Help a brother out, man. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on. Help your boy out. Stop missing my target. Stop missing my limits. You said even 1 micro per account is a lot? You doing 5 micros tonight? And you said, hold on, are you shorting the ES or the or Nasdaq or the Nasdaq? When New York opens, all we trade is Nasdaq, Nasdaq, Nasdaq. When New York opens, all we trade is. You know, you want to know what's crazy? Did do you want to know? You want to hear something crazy? The ES moves further than the Nasdaq today in terms of a measured move. The ES made a bigger measured move than the Nasdaq today. The ES has already traded past the 300%. It's actually at the 366.81%. The Nasdaq didn't get that far. The Nasdaq is still at the 200%, like around that area. Like it's past the 200%, but it's around that area. So the ES made a bigger measured move today. Wow. Yeah, that's shit. Crazy. Well, I mean, that's the beauty about the ES. That's the beauty about the ES. When the ES gets going, it's going. The only way to properly buy and sell ES is a reversal pattern. If you're not seeing a reversal pattern, you can just ride the EMAs. You can just ride the EMAs up. This is gold though, but I guess we could just look at ES. That's the beauty of trading the ES. If there's like this was a potential reversal pattern right here, and this is the only one we got. But obviously we have the bears trying once, the bears trying twice, failing to hold, and price just ran higher and grinded and rolled that 21 EMA the entire session. And we didn't get a move down until they finally broke under the 21 EMA and they rolled it down. But look, the bears again, they tried once, they tried twice, they failed at that high, and we're just getting another stop run higher. ES is, I mean, that's why I think, so moving forward, ES is going to probably be the only one I really scalp with size because I know that I can trust the ES. I can trust the ES. I can almost trust gold too if gold is not being nasty. I can trust both of these instruments, but like I said, gold is not, in my opinion, gold is not, it's, you can scalp gold obviously, but if you can just get in, if you just wait for supply and demand with size, shit, I mean, I display all the time that with one mini I can make up to what, $1,000 plus. Just imagine if you're trading with 3 to 5 minis and you're catching 10 points at least per trade. Why would you scalp gold when all you had to do was wait for it to tap into support or resistance and trade it that way? ES, you kind of have to trade because you kind of have to scalp, because even if I trade 3 mini contracts with a 4.5 stop, I only lose $600. Like, you have to catch, and this is what kind of deters me from trading ES, because you have to catch a big move on ES, and the ES doesn't move like this all the time. The ES moves like this sometimes. So you have to scalp. I really don't see any other way to make real money on ES unless you're scalping size. I really don't. And if there is, please, somebody enlighten me. Turn on the light. Investor Z. You don't want me talking to you don't want me talking to ES? Is that it? Yeah, Santiago. We kind of talked about it yesterday. About how Top Step is now with that what eligible payout amount. Wow, Gold. Damn, you doing everything except hitting that target, huh? Hmm. You're doing everything except hitting that target. Hmm. Hmm. Like I said, I missed a long on Gold. I think what I'm gonna start doing now with Gold because I'm sick and tired of I'm kind of sick and tired of being on the wrong side of Gold. So I think uh, if we're seeing a move from support, oh my god. Mm, mm. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to set a limit. So I got to make an ES strategy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a scalping strategy, and I'm going to have a mm, damn it. Oh no, I mean if it breaks down, probably might bounce. Mm, 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 mm. I think what I'm gonna start doing is if I see it bounce, then I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna waste my time there because it's highly likely that it won't work. And I'll just trade from right there. If I see that, because that's usually what it does anyway. Mm. If we get a break of 95, I kind of wish that it would well, I can only use one mini. I would actually add at a break and a retest of 95 if we see that break below this low right here. And this is where I would look for an add-on for sure. So as long as we see the market hold, as long as we see the market hold this double top, the market break structure to the downside, then I would short somewhere in this area. And I would add on to the position. As if we see the market hold. And this is not some fake double top that they kind of use to tap into all those stops right here for the bears. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Inflationary. QE is highly inflationary. Highly. QE is just a cute term for saying that we're just going to print more money. And we're going to kill your savings account. You know, honestly, before I truly understood the financial realm, I never got why they said that inflation is an extra, like is like a hidden tax. I never got it until now. Now I completely understand it. Let's just say you have $1 million in your account. I mean, you have $1 million of buying power, but your $1 million don't go as far as it would if this was like 5 or 10 years ago. So just imagine people going into retirement. They have a nice nest egg of maybe $1 to $2 million, and they have to go back to work because now they can't even afford to live off of $1 to $2 million. You know, it's kind of depressing. It's not depressing. It's saddening to see how they got these older people that's supposed to be living the best years of the rest of their lives. And unfortunately, these people have to go to Walmart and stand at the door and greet rude people all day, absorbing all of that negativity and that negative energy on top of aging. Man, it's sad to see that, man. It really is. Sad to see that. And these people did what they were supposed to do. They did what they were taught to do. Work, save for retirement, go into retirement, but now their money don't go as far, so now they got to go back to work. And because, obviously they're older, you don't have too many employers ready to employ people over the age of like 60, 50, 40, really. All right. Shit, that's a great thing to teach your kids. I've decided that trading will kind of be the final boss for my kids. The final boss. Gotta teach them about money first. Gotta teach them about themselves. Because the one thing that I've noticed, and this is just me observing other people, you see these young kids, these 15, 20-year-olds, and it's not even just trading, it's anything in general. Child prodigies are great examples of what I'm talking about. People that achieve a lot while they're young, when they get older, they have nothing to work towards because they've achieved so much at a young age that as they progress and get older, they're unfulfilled. And those are usually the people that find themselves living dangerously, not because of their upbringing, but it's the only way that they feel something. You see a lot of child, what is it called? Child stars, what is it called? Kid celebrities or whatever you call them. You can't name me one that hasn't grown up and hasn't went completely crazy, that hasn't had a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, living dangerously, sleeping with multiple people. And it's because they have nothing to fulfill themselves because they fulfilled so much at a young age. And I'm glad that I know that I'm glad that I noticed that, so I don't make the mistake of pushing my kids to accomplish so much while they're young. I want them to gradually learn, gradually make mistakes. Hopefully I can convince them to do these things in stages, hopefully. But I mean, after they reach a certain age and they go into adulthood, I'm no longer responsible for them. I'm only here to guide you after that. I'm no longer responsible. You are an adult. You live your life the way that you want to live your life. And that's something else that I had to learn too. Sometimes parents don't stop being parents, no matter how old their kids get. And they wonder why their kids don't know how to function without them. These people haven't given their kids a chance to learn, get messy, and make mistakes on their own. You've always been there for them. You never stop being their parent. And but yeah, like I said, as a parent, I mean, all I can do is just guide these kids. That's all I can do. That's all you really can do as a parent is guide them. But we also have to understand that it's their dream, it's their life, and we can't live their life for them. We can't play the game for them. Some parents try to play the game for their kids and they wonder why their kids is such a disappointment, why their kids never go out and achieve anything, accomplish anything, become contributing members of society. They wonder why, because you never stop babying them. Okay. Yeah, Santiago. And honestly, I got a little bit of that too. I guess millennials are kind of in the middle between the new generation and the old. Obviously, the boomers, obviously that was the only way. If you didn't have any form of education, kind of like how the military is set up, is kind of how the older generation is. It's like the military is either you going enlisted or you going commission. Commission officers are usually those with education of some kind. And not that they done anything special to be an officer, they're just educated. And if you didn't educate yourself by going to college, getting degrees, et cetera, you went and enlisted. And that was the reality. You didn't have no college education. You can just hang that shit up unless you had like a good trade, or you was in the oil field, or you was working overseas, or as a welder, or like as a trade. That's how people made money back in the day. Millennials, we got touched with that, but then technology came and some of the millennials stayed in that mindset, and the rest of the millennials went into technology and did startups, working at Google, Microsoft, all these tech companies. And the newer generation is, you can't tell them to go to school. You can't tell them to go to school because they won't go. They don't even see a value in it, because now with social media, you can make so much money on social media, TikTok. You make yourself a spectacle. You become entertaining. You provide a product, service. I mean, there's so many ways to make money on the internet. There is literally no reason to go to college. What are you going to college for? To learn outdated material that is no longer relevant in a quote unquote modern world? Like some of the stuff that, so when I was going to college, all the material that they had was so old. I mean, they was teaching all kind of outdated stuff that has nothing to do with anything. And I had to learn everything on my own. Good thing that the military paid for my college, because I would have been pissed if I put myself in debt to learn some shit that I don't need. That is not even relevant anymore. You gave him a choice. I mean, like I said, trading will definitely I mean, I didn't know who I was until I started trading. I didn't know I had these demons. I still battle the demons too. I mean, y'all guys see it. I still battle demons. Well, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. I have prepared myself that I'm going to get stopped out here, but I'm going to be hopeful in this position. I'll be hopeful, but I've already prepared myself for a stop out. I've already prepared myself. Yes, that's definitely true. I think so right now, I think the reason why colleges kind of switched is like college is now like it's like a fairy tale now. It's like you don't go to college to learn. Okay. All right. Mm, all right. Congratulations on that, Alfred. Inverse the Sherman, get a payout. Get a payout. Oh no, you didn't inverse me in gold and get and pass no damn account. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not inverse me. Because I would have to ask you, where did you inverse me at? If I was in at 2106, where was the inverse? Where was it at? Okay. All right, then that means you didn't inverse me. If you inverse me, that means you would have to have gotten in long at 201. You can't sit there and say you got in at the EMAs and inverse me. That doesn't even make sense. Now, if you got in at the same entry as me, then that's an inverse. I just didn't really. I didn't even have the drawdown in that account. So, let's see. If gold didn't, we'll see what gold does here. We'll see what gold does. Mm, All right, so let's see. Okay, so I want to see if 21. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I would have got stopped out. You said NQ is dumping? Mhm. Well, mm, I think the ES could potentially go to a range between 808 and 8010. I think we were probably going to I think we probably see another move up here. Nasdaq might actually bounce at 150. Mm, 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 I gotta think about I gotta think about something here. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about that. Mm, mm. Well, yeah, like front running by like a point or something. So either we get a move back to like at least 150, but the way the EMAs are set up, I think that if we do hit 150, we'll probably see a continuation. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Hmm. All right, I'll just have to make that adjustment. I'll just make that adjustment. Like if it's doing that, then yeah, I'll just make that adjustment. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Well. Hmm. Hmm. These slow markets are, man, they suck. All the chopping around and everything that's happening right now. Hmm. What sucks is that for whatever reason, because I only had only like what $200 worth of drawdown left. Gold needed to swipe the liquidity above these highs instead of just going down. But if I wake up tomorrow and see that the market broke structure here and it hasn't come back and retested this area, that's if we see the move down. I definitely will short this area. This will definitely be a hot spot for me right here. But if we see the market continue to trade higher here, and in order to have been in this at the very bottom, this move started at the end of yesterday's session, which I freaking hate. I hate when moves that happen towards the end of the session and then the market gaps up. Okay. Well, mm, said Lucid Flex. Let's actually look at that. Let's see. Well, they probably, let's look at their Discord and see if the final reset. What the heck the hell is that? I'm surprised that they haven't said anything about it in their Discord. Unless they had an announcement and I missed it and I'm overlooking it. Oh, it's on Twitter? Okay. And that's crazy. Why not have it in their Discord? What's the point of having a Discord if you're not going to use it? I should shut up, huh? I should shut up. I should shut up. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Okay. So yeah. Oh, you dropped the link? Oh, okay. Damn, did my internet just cut out? Everything just started loading. All right, so looks like things are going to be more flexible at Lucid. No consistency rule needed for a payout requirement. but we saved the best flex for last. Check back tomorrow. Say bye-bye to buffers with Lucid Flex. So is anybody interested in getting this? I think it's going to probably be both, Rudkit. Okay. Okay. So it seems like everybody is really liking Lucid. Yeah, I like Lucid too now. They're the only one that gave me an affiliate code. Everybody else told me to kick rocks. They told me that I wasn't influential enough to be an affiliate. But Lucid gave your boy a chance. Like there'll be something that, like I said, there'll be something I do next year. There'll be something that like I said, like I'm not here to promote codes, but I guess it is a part of the game, so I guess I just have to just get over it. But I'm not here for that. And I do got a couple funded accounts with Lucid. I have 3 funded accounts right now with Lucid. It's just that for whatever reason, I just can't get this damn this funded desk account to get going, and I really don't even know why. Maybe I'm trying to offer that account up to gold, so it will let my other accounts be prosperous. Maybe that's just old Nasdaq code, because you know you gotta sacrifice an account to Nasdaq so your other accounts can flourish. We all know that. If you haven't offered an account sacrifice to the Nasdaq, well, you already know which one she's going to take. You haven't offered up a funded account, an eval, a couple of evals, and you think you're about to get a payout without sacrificing an account? She's going to snatch that, and she's going to wait until you get to the last day before she snatches it away from you. So I'm thinking that I'm probably just offering this account up for sacrifice because, man, I'm doing great in all my other accounts except that one. That's what's blowing my mind. It really blows my mind why it's just that singular account. I just can't seem to get anything going, but in my other accounts, I'm doing great in gold. I just don't know why. I really don't. So yeah, maybe I'm just offering it up as sacrifice. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Nah, yeah, that is blasphemy because I trade the same way in all my other accounts. I don't do nothing different. I don't take profits. I take profits at my TP. It's there for a reason. Because that's where I believe the market is going and that's where it needs to go. I'm not going to sit here and scalp and get in and out, and I'm not doing that shit. That's not how I want to trade. Price needs to hit my TP. Anyway, like, I mean, it's just stuff like this because it's obvious that I don't know if my target gets hit here. I don't know if it gets hit, but I mean, it's obvious that, you know, gold is going to at least make some form of rotation down. We don't know how far it's going to go down, but it's going down. But it's just this random swipe of liquidity. Honestly, if I had the drawdown, I still would be in this trade. It's just that for whatever reason, I just didn't have the drawdown. I took a loss earlier. Trying to short this bullish momentum, and yeah, I shorted this, and I tried to short it again. So I shorted this. I shorted at the highs. It stopped me out. Like I walked away for like 2 seconds, and then this thing just stops me out, and I'm like, well, shit. And this was like my last ditch effort for a short. I just didn't have the drawdown to withstand more than 3 points of drawdown, and gold found a way to push past 2, 3. And actually, yeah, I didn't have much. I didn't have more than like 2 or 3. I think I had like maybe $200 left. And she found a way to get me with 3 points. Like, dude, I don't know what it is, man. And now she's going in my direction after blowing, or I reached a maximum on my personal daily loss limit in that account. I think next week I'll probably come back punching in that account. Probably come back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, I don't trade any different in my other accounts. I do the same thing. It's just that in those accounts, my target gets hit. In this account, I hit daily loss limit. I mean, I guess if I'm going to hit daily loss limit, I would prefer it to be that account, but I guess it's just the sacrificial account, I guess. All right. Ugh. You know what I require. You haven't had an offering as of late. You haven't offered an account as sacrifice. Hmm. Oof. Hmm. Was it like 30? Yeah, I still would have been in it. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll just keep it with I think with Bookmap, because this is like the only one that stays consistent. Oh my god. I already know how it's going to trade. This thing is just going to grind. It's either going to grind to the up or downside, but I think you will probably it's highly more likely to see a grind to the right or to the downside, but shit. I guess we just have to see what happens overnight. We have to see what happens overnight, because Yeah, we got durable good orders tomorrow. We have initial jobless claims. We have the beige book tomorrow too. Ooh, the beige book tomorrow. Santiago said he made 6R today from the loss from yesterday. Oh, congratulations on that, man. So ES retested previous week. I told Smith earlier today, earlier today, I was like, dude, I don't know how. How the hell did I go into the session yesterday screaming F the ES? And now the ES found its way back on the charts. How the hell did that happen? How the hell is the ES back on the charts? That's the mystery. Just got rich. What do you think the Nasdaq does here, Santiago? What do you think the Nasdaq does? 59, 60, 61, 62. Dude, it's always, man. Like, I just don't know how the hell that is just so consistent. I think we need to find an instrument that, I mean, gold moves, but man, this choppiness. Well, I guess tomorrow is the last real trading day of the week. It's the last real trading day of the week. We could see the market grind Thursday and Friday, though. I don't want to come in with the assumption that the market is not going to move just because potentially the institutional traders are not going to be participating over the holidays. Hold on, is Thursday? So okay, Thursday and Friday are half days. It's just that the banks are closed, which obviously, I mean, if the banks are closed, well. You're not going to trade on Thursday? Shit, the market might surprise you. It might surprise you on Thursday and Friday. We'll see though. I mean, shit, I'll be streaming. I mean, if the market's open, you already know I'm gonna be sitting in this. Okay. All right, gold. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's how I see it. Yeah, I'm gonna be here. If money's moving, I'm gonna be moving with it. But it is understandable why you're gonna sit out. I kind of had that same rule at one point in time, but I kind of broke myself out of it. They say that you don't see your own demons, you only see your demons through other people. And I had that same rule. I mean, shit, for me to even be trading Asia, if I told myself a couple of years ago that I would actually be sitting at my desk, streaming at night, trading Asia, I was like, dude, you're fucking crazy. I don't trade Asia. Asia is a no trade zone for me. Asia has always been informational. It sets the market up for New York. I only trusted trading the New York. You couldn't even pay me to take a trade in Asia. You couldn't pay me. And I was solid in that idea that I wasn't going to trade at certain times of the day. But I started watching this other trader. And it was always an excuse why this trader never took a trade. Oh, we have this. Oh, we have that. Oh, this is going to happen, so we have to watch out for this. It was an excuse after an excuse after an excuse after an excuse of why this trader was not taking a trade. And this trader was in a paid room. And as I was watching the recordings, I was like, dude, this guy is always like, I would have hated to have been one of the people that rely on this guy for a trade, because it's always a reason why he's not taking a trade. always. And that just encouraged me. I was like, dude, I don't ever want to be that way. Oh shit. There's always something happening in the market. Always. There's I mean the shit. There's scheduled news, there's random news, there's random events. It's all scheduled, it's all scripted. There's always something happening. And so I just told myself that, you know what? I'm just going to trade. Just going to trade. The worst thing that can happen is that I go on tilt and blow the account. Whoop-de-doo. I'll get a new one tomorrow. I'm joking, but I mean, that's the worst that can happen, man. I'll just go on tilt and blow the account. But if I'm trading on the right side of the market, if I kind of stick to my plan, if I make a plan and stick to the plan, you know, usually everything tends to work out. Usually. And I guess when it don't, then, you know, I guess we go on tilt and blow the account. But I'm gonna like, I mean, I've gotten past all that. I mean, I've done that. I've still kind of doing it now. You said Asia's been good. All right, Santiago, have a good night. Said New York. When it comes to the Nasdaq and ES, I'll probably have a rule where I'm only going to trade New York, man. If I'm going to scalp, I kind of want that momentum. And yeah, the New York, what was it? Tuesday or something? It was Tuesday. Well, you know, today's Tuesday. It was Monday. No, Nasdaq stopped me out about 20 times. I was trading in the right direction, and the Nasdaq still found a way to stop me out. And then when I said fine, that's when she said, "Oh, you said fine? Cool. I'm gonna go in the direction now." That was frustrating. I think I lost about 8K that day. I was only up like what, $1,000, so I really lost 9K. Oh, so you only with gold? Hmm. Yeah, man. Patience is. There's a reason why they say patience pays, because nobody wants to be patient. And the people that are willing to sit on their hands and be patient and just watch as everybody gets in and out and just trade the quote unquote A plus, S plus setup, those are the ones that are making money. Like if you're trading, like as an example, like right now, gold is just chopping up and down. Gold is just chopping. Just imagine everybody that's trading in this small little range getting chopped up back and forth. Honestly, I think the lack of patience is just coupled with FOMO. I'm speaking from my own experience. My lack of patience is the lack of me not wanting to miss the move. I don't want to miss the move, so I just kind of get into a position and hope for the best. Hope that my stop has enough margin of error and that the market just gets to my target as soon as possible. Well, I think so here's the deal with gold. We get either the bears break this thing down, or we're going to see another run to the upside. We're going to see another run because we're having the bears come in, they sold it, they went higher, they sold it again, they went higher, and they sold it again, they went higher, and then they sold it again. So you have the bears selling it and failing to break the previous low. So low key, this is a trend until we see the break. Now, anybody that's patient enough to wait for the break, you wait for the break, and then you wait to short that retest right there at that trend channel, at that trend line. You know, this leg is where the money is right here. Everything else is noise. All that is noise. This is where you make the money. And that's how you're supposed to trade ideally. That's the ideal way to do this. But ain't nobody got time for that shit. We just were trying to make our money and hope for the best. We don't got time for that. We do have time, but damn, in real time, it just doesn't feel that way. In real time, it feels like I need to make my money and I need to make it now. If I don't get this money now, then that means that I may not get this money, and that is just not something that I'm willing to accept. And then after you make your money, either the easy or hard way, or the hard way, about an hour later, the easy setup presents itself. You're in the trade for like 2 seconds. You've made your money, the easiest trade, because the market is set up, and you just took that pullback trade, a breakout trade. And it's the easiest money that you made but it's just the waiting for the setup to happen is just, man, it's tough. Like I had a position. Oh, actually, it was on the December contract. Never mind. I won't be able to even show it. And I don't feel like switching back over to the December contract. Well, I had a situation where the market kind of did this right here. It just grinded up, and I pulled my order, and I said, you know what? Fine, I'll just come back tomorrow. Tell me why the market grinded up. And I think around 11 or 12 o'clock that same day, the market had a big leg down. It filled that order, or it tapped into the area where I had my limit resting, and it turns into a big winner. And I look at the chart and I'm like, wow. Just wow. Wow. Those are the type of situations that makes me just think like, damn. Wow. If I was patient, if I just left my limit there and been patient, not only would it have worked out, but it was a super winner. And I've been seeing that happen a lot lately. Where gold is having these impulsive moves, and you think that, oh man, it's never going to pull back. Let me just aggressively try to get into it as it goes higher. And then it pulls back all the way back to the original entry, and it's an easy winner. And all you had to do was wait. And that's what's crazy, because it's not something that just happens like every once in a while. It always seems to happen that way if you just wait. But that's just easier said than done. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting and shit. Ain't got time for that. We do not have time for that. Trying to make this money and we're trying to make it now. But I did see something with the price action today that I kind of want to test. I think I get my Tradify account tomorrow. I think it rebuilds tomorrow. We'll trade that account if it does, but if not, then we'll just keep practicing the strategy in the sim until we get it right. Because I think I'm stepping away from the longer term trades, the longer term swings, because I'm just getting tired of the market missing my limits. It's been happening more often than I would like it to, and I don't like that. So I've been practicing the scalping strategy, and so far I'm liking the results. I think I already know that it's not suited for gold for real. It's not suited for gold because gold doesn't move. It's better suited for the ES, as crazy as that sounds. And it's hit or miss on the Nasdaq. Y'all guys want to start seeing me scalp more. I mean, shit, we can do it. I just got to practice it to make sure I get it down to the T, because it's going to be smaller risk. I have to trade with the trend, and we all know that. I don't like doing that shit. I have to trade with the trend. I have to be patient. I have to make sure that make sure a lot of things. So if I was still in this trade short, so my original entry was 2016. I think I'll be in this like what, 4 points, 3 points right now, 4 points. So I'll be up 4 points right now. And I only took about 3 points and 3 ticks in drawdown so far. So I was in this trade, I'll be at 4 points. But yeah, but you know, yeah. And well, I wouldn't really call. Well, I guess they would be scalps. It really wouldn't be scalps. Okay, so well, oh, that's the ES. I was like, dude, what the hell? Okay. But all right, guys. I'm out of time for this session. I'm out of time. I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we will definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.